कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
Srimate Nigamanta Mahadeshikaya Namaha. In the Yuddha Kandam, there is a famed composition called Aditya Hrudayam. Aditya itself denotes the one who comes in the lineage of Aditi, the one who is born to Kashyapa, the one who comes in the Marichi Gotra. So all of this denotes an Aditya. Who is that Surya? Who is the Abhimanini Devata? Who is the Antaryam of Surya? It is Sakshat Sriman Narayana. Both together become Surya Narayana. So all these episodes, we were privileged and fortunate to be in the very presence of Surya Narayana Swami in Domlur in Bengaluru. We have been trying our level best, though it may have seemed a bit tough, or rather put it in an easier way, dry, to read out the commentaries and then describe. Why did I do this? Because every nama, every name of Surya invoked in the Aditya Hrudayam has a specific meaning. And it has aneka. There are various ways of interpreting the same nama because we have had famed commentators in the Tilaka Vyakhyanam, Bhushana Vyakhyanam, and we have Kathaka Prupyeva Vyakhyanam. Many famed commentators who have given beautiful ways of interpreting the namas mentioned of Surya Deva in Aditya Hrudayam. We have just seen some samples. We see some namas, and I will push you towards the end of Aditya Hrudayam. I'm sure all of you will be knowing Aditya Hrudayam. Many of you will be reciting it every day. So we have such astikas around us, not just in Bharat Nation, all through the world. I'm sure the astikas will take the extra efforts to know the meaning of the remaining namas, because Aditya Hrudayam is one part of Yuddha Kandam. So I will just speak for a few more names, the way the names are derived in the Vyakhyanams, and then conclude with the Padashruti. Here, the verse goes like this. Haridashva sahasrarchihi sapta saptir marichima tiniron mathana shambhu tvashtamartanda avshuvan. So we have seen the meaning till Shambhu. Sham karotiti Shambhu, the one who gives happiness. So to that Sham Sukham Bhavati iti Shambhu, we have seen. We have taken the reference of Vishwa Sham. Vishwa Shambhuvam, the one who gives good, happiness, prosperity to the world, happiness to the world. Next nama is Tvashta. What does Tvashta mean? Tvakshati tana karoti bhaktan anut Uttamam Utpatti Pralayaropannaya Pravaha Dukhamiti Tvashta Devavarthakischa Sarvani Robani Tvakshati Tana Karoti Iti Tvashta Sarva Samharakaha Ityartha. See, if you have seen a carpenter, if he has to create an object out of wood, first he'll cut the piece of wood and then he'll start chopping, chipping off the edges and then creating a proper shape. To get a proper object with nice features, with remarkable features, you need to chip the extra portions off. Similarly, Surya is like a Tvashta, it seems. He will polish and shape us as a very fine individual. So, he is referred to as the one who chips off the unwanted portions of the devotees and gives a very fine form and true nature, Swarupa Dhyanam to the devotee. So he is called Tvashta. Tvashtre Namaha, Tvashtre Namaha, Tvashtre Namaha. The next Nama is Martanda. What does Martanda mean? Mritam Achetana Mandavam Brahmandam Jivayatiti Martandaha. Sa eva Martandataha. Mrite Ande Jato Martandaha. Sarvasamhare Taksrishtaye Punaha Pradurbodha Ityartaha. The one who gave vital life, that air, that breath, that vayu, pranavayu into the insentient Achit Avisishtan, to that Brahmandam, to that Andam, then later is also responsible for its sustenance and destruction. So he gives life and takes that life off. Since he is called Martanda. What is the Nama? Martandaka Yanavaha, Martandaka Yanavaha, Martandaka Yanavaha. Amshuman is the next Nama. Amshuman Marichu Apatya Pariyayaha. Amshuman Sarvabhyapakaha. Antarpatischa Tat Sarvam Vyapyanarayana Sthitaha. Iti Shrute, Iti Tirthaha. Amshavosya Santatin Amshuman. Prakashamana Ityartaha. From the lineage of Amshu, he could be Amshuman. At the same time, he has pervaded the entire universe like Antarpadishcha Tat Sarvam Vyapya Narayana. Like how Narayana pervades, Surya as Surya Narayana also pervades through his rays. Hence he is called Amshumate Namaha, Amshumate Namaha, Amshumate Namaha. So these are the namas associated with Surya. Now I am going to take you to the Phalashruti. There is a shloka which says, Devas Chakradavas Chaiva Kratunam Phalamevacha Yani Krityani Lokeshu Sarveshu Parama Prabhu. Devascha, it is the Shaktam. Devaha Kratu Deva Ashtau Basava Ekadasha Rutra Ityadi Kramena Padishtastrayastrimshat Devaha. So he talks about the Ashta Basu, Ekadasha Rudra, then the Dwadasha Aditya and Ashwini Kumara, 8 plus 12 plus 11 plus 2, 33. So he says, Kratavaha Somadhyashvamedhantaha. So the one who was responsible for all these devatas, who is the indweller of all these devatas, who is responsible for the creation of their respective families, the one who is the indweller and the paradata of the yajnas being offered to them is called as Devaha. Krata Phalam Shrutyuktam Swargadi, the one who gives the Phalam as well. Phalam is proofs. Either be it Swarga Narakadi Sukham, Dukkham, or if it has to be Paramapadam, because he has got Narayana within him, he is Moksha Nicheti Janardana, says the Purana Vachanam. So he has the ability to give Moksham as well. Then we have Parama Samarthaya Bhagavate Brahmane Namaha. So then we have this Nama Parama Samarthaya Bhagavate Brahmane Namaha. By towards the end of this, because in the middle I told you, you will have the interest and enthusiasm to get into the meaning of every Nama of Aditya Hrudayam and understand. There are plenty of commentaries available in Sanskritam. I'm sure all you Astikas will take that extra effort to know the quintessential meaning, the esoteric meaning of all these namas. We are moving towards the end of Aditya Hrudayam. So Kathaka says there are 125 namas that I have got. Whereas Tirtha says I have got 108 namas of Surya that I have got. Whether it is 125 or 108, it is beneficial for us if we recite the entire Aditya Hrudayam. Ye nama patsu kritshesu kandareshu bhayeshu cha Kirtayan Purusha Kaschit Navasidati Raghava Yenama Patsukritreshu Kantareshu. Whether you are caught in the forest, suppose you are driving your car in the western parts of India, you are caught in the forest. Don't worry, Aditya Hrudayam is like a kavacham. You trust in Aditya, he will come and protect you. Whether you are in great threats, don't worry, recite Aditya Hrudayam. Navasidati Raghava, Aditya tells Rama, this mantra's phalam will never fail you. It will only give you benefits. Pujayasvainamekadro Deva Devam Jagatpatim Edatrupunitam Japva yuddheshu vijayishyasi. Why should we recite it thrice? He says, Pujayasvainam ekadro devadevam jagatpatim. To that Jagatpati, what should we do? Etat trigunitam japtva. Thrice you have to recite. Yuddheshu vijayishyasi. Why thrice? The Vyakhyata, the commentator says, for Trikarana Shuddhi, Mano, Vak, Kayam. For all of this, we have to, for the Shuddhi, for purification, we have to recite thrice. Asmin kshane mahabhavu Ravanam tvam jayishyasi evam muktva tatasyo jagama chayathagatam. You shall surely defeat Ravana. Don't worry, Rama. You will defeat Ravana. Agastya says. And as he says this, he left this place. Edat shrutva mahateja. How was Rama's state before he started Aditya Hrudayam? Very worried, very tired. Now he felt as if he had so much of energy in him. Etat shrutva mahateja nashta shopo bhavattada dharayamasa suprito radhavaha prayatatmavan. Having heard this, Rama was devoid of any grief. He didn't have any grief. With happiness and a very peaceful mind, he had to go and fight. To do any activity, you have to have a peaceful mind. Adityam preksha japvedam param harsham avaptavad triracham nishuchir bhutva dhanuradaya viryavan. He did Achamanam thrice, and then he took a vow that he shall defeat Ravana. Why? With the grace of Aditya whom he meditated upon. Ravanam preksha krishtatma Jayartham samupagamat sarvayatnena mahata vadhetasya dhruto bhavat. So Rama, a very happy, a very radiant and a resplendent and an energized Rama went to conquer Ravana. See, Aditya Hrudayam, you may wonder, sir, should I take an energy drink? Should I take fruit juices? What kind of cereals should I put? All this is required. But what will give you the inner confidence? None of these foods can give you inner confidence. It is Aditya Hrudayam. It is the grace of Surya Devata which will give us that inner confidence. Rama felt energized. Imagine if a great person, Rama himself, was sad, looking tired, and he has been energized. We are all primitive mortals. Surely Surya Narayana will bestow his grace on us. Sarvayatnena mahata badhetasya dhruto bhavat. Now comes the concluding verse. Atharaviravadat nirikshya ramam mudita manaha param prakrishyamanaha nishichara pati samkshayam viditva suragana madhyagado vachastvareti. Amidst the devatas who had assembled to see the final battle between Rama and Ravana, as Agastya said, so did Rama listen to the greatness of Surya in the form of Aditya Hrudayam, which will energize him and energize all those who recite later. But here the commentator has one point. He says, Ayuksha sargaha keshu chit kosheshu na trishyate. The commentator called Govindaraja says, in the manuscripts that I have received till now, I have not been able to spot Aditya Hrudayam in the manuscripts. Sir, you have been talking for so many episodes about Aditya Hrudayam, and towards the end of it you say that it is not found in the manuscripts. Here the commentator says, after commenting upon that I couldn't spot in the commentaries, yet I am commenting upon it because in the popular culture of Bhaktas, Aditya Hrudayam is believed to be in the Valmiki Ramayana. So I have to honor the devotion of the devotees. Though it may not be found in the manuscripts that I have seen, it may be in the manuscripts of others. So I will to comment upon it. Then he says, Arambhat prabhriti prabhranda pratipadaka narayana paratva viruddham cha atra pratibhati surya parat. There is no viruddham, he says. Viruddham is there is no conflict. On one side we keep talking from the start till the end about Sharanagati, and Paramatma was denoted as Narayana in Ramayana. Suddenly we talk about venerating Surya Devata. Are they conflicting? One says Narayana is supreme, the other one says Surya is supreme. No. For Surya, whom we are venerating, the Antaryami is Narayana. So through Surya we venerate Narayana. So Aditya Hrudayam may not bring that conflict of our knowledge interest at any point in time. by reciting Aditya Hrudayam as well, we are venerating the Antaryami called Narayana only. And sure, Aditya Hrudayam will bestow the good health to all the Astikas who have been listening to the Ramayana series, more to the Yuddham of Rama and Ravana, and finally Agni Pariksha and Pattabhishekam in the episodes to come. Namaskar.
Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a two-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.